If you have been considering BookTube or YouTube for a while, but you are doubtful about it, then you have come to the right place, bestie, because in this video, I'm going to talk about my experience on BookTube. So I hope that after watching this video, you'd be able to decide for yourself if it is for you or not. If you are new here, hi, I'm Addie. If you are a regular viewer, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have been on YouTube since 2018. But my first channel actually did not work out. This channel, this BookTube channel, is my second channel, which I created back in August 2024. And I'm nearly at 500 subscribers. That is crazy. When I started, I did not imagine that so many people would tune in and listen to me yap about books. I know 500 is still not a lot for some people, but for me it's a lot because I created this channel brick by brick. So in this video, basically, I'm going to tell you why my experience is telling me that this might be the best time for you to join YouTube or BookTube. And in the end of this video, I'm going to share a little secret sauce about YouTube growth. So if you're interested to know that, keep watching. The first thing that I want to talk about is community building. BookTube is one of the most wholesome and welcoming communities on the internet that I have come across. As someone with social anxiety, I was really anxious to post my first video, but everybody has been so welcoming since day one. So the more I'm interacting, the more confident I'm becoming. I wasn't really expecting this when I started this channel, but YouTube videos has been helping me with my social anxiety more than anything else in my life. The next thing that I want to talk about is why I joined BookTube. It's because I feel lonely. I have always struggled with the sense of belongingness no matter where I go. Since the time I started my BookTube channel, I felt like I finally have a place which I can call mine, where I feel like I belong. Like, I have been a reader since I was a kid, but I started reading like a crazy bitch with back-to-back books in 2024. And back then, I really wanted to have people in my life with whom I could discuss, rant, yap about the books I read. Although, I'm not gonna lie, I did have reader friends. I always did. But we didn't always read the same books. But here on BookTube, I find someone or the other who has read or reads the books that I read. I have met so many amazing friends because of BookTube, and I really cherish our friendship. And I wasn't really expecting this again, but BookTube actually makes me feel a little less lonely every day. I think the best part about YouTube is the fact that it's a creative outlet. I am a creative person and I always try to find ways in which I can direct my creativity. Like, for example, I write sometimes. I read books. I think that's also creativity because I'm a very immersive reader. I get into the story and I like imagine the whole world, and then at the same time I do literary analysis and stuff, observe narrative structures and character arcs and everything. And I also paint sometimes, although I haven't painted since a long time. My mental health has been really shit, that's why. But I think I should pick up a paintbrush real soon because I really miss painting. And when I read books and make videos about it, breaking down the book into structures, talking about the narrative style, the character arcs and stuff like that, I really feel like this is my thing. So it's like BookTube has given me a purpose. Another thing that YouTube has taught me are the skills. Now, you would hear a lot of people say that making YouTube videos is very easy. You just need a camera and then you just sit in front of it and then you yap. I hate to break it to you, but it's not that simple. There's this whole market research, niche research, planning a video, scripting the video, filming the video, editing the video, and then comes posting the video, coming up with suitable titles, suitable tags and everything. It's not as simple as people think it is, but it's a creative process and it's really fun. I have learned so many skills like speaking in front of the camera, writing scripts for a video, editing my thumbnails. I actually edit my own thumbnails and I have got a lot of compliments for it. Thank you so much. Just know that I couldn't master it since day one. I learned it eventually. These are actually skills which I can use in other sectors as well. Like for example, if I ever aspire to be a script writer or like a screenplay writer, I can use the skills that I've learned from YouTube. Or there's one professional line that I want to try in the future, and that is audiobook narration. I have learned how to speak in front of the camera using voice modulations and stuff. I think I can use that skill if I ever aspire to be an audiobook narrator in the future. To be very honest, I want to really grow with this channel and I want to be a full-time content creator in the future because I really think like this is my thing. And every time I post a video, I'm actually improving myself and preparing myself for that dream of mine. Now this actually brings me to my next point, which is creator economy. If you are chronically online like me, then you would have probably noticed the surge in the number of influencers these days. There are creators everywhere in almost every niche. You might wonder why. Because creator economy is booming right now. A lot of people might disagree with me, but I feel like we are at a point in time where content creation has really become a real job. Because this creator economy is actually expanding. And from what I have understood, that creator economy is going to expand further in the near future. So I believe 2026 is a great time for you to start a YouTube channel. It's still New Year. We are still in January. So if you want to start, this is the perfect time for you. If I'm being very honest, I initially started this channel as a hobby. Just like I said, I wanted people with whom I could rant and yap and talk about the books that I read about. But the more I post videos, the more I feel like this is my thing and I want this as my real job. I know it's still a long way to go, but I am willing to give it my everything and I'm going to urge you to do the same. If you are a very creative person and you want a creative outlet, I think YouTube is the best place, even more than the other platforms, because YouTube has long form content which actually enables you to have this kind of connection with your audience which you would not develop in a platform where the format is short form video. This brings me to my next topic, which is how is BookTube as a niche? Now, there might be a lot of people who may not agree with me. So I'm just going to say that this is my personal opinion. If your opinion is different, I respect that. But there are a few things that I do agree with a lot of people. It is the fact that BookTube is a very saturated niche and growth in general is slow in BookTube unless you go viral. But if you think about it logically, because of book talk, this reading habit has become one of the most popular hobbies these days. Social media has completely transformed the book industry and more young people are actually getting into reading these days. So I think trying to grow on BookTube is worth a try. You never know, you might turn another person into a reader. And trust me, as someone who has done that before, it's the best feeling on this planet. Like whenever someone says that they became a reader because of me, I really feel like I did something in life. And trust me, no matter why you are making YouTube videos, be it as a hobby or to grow on YouTube and actually make it your job, it's not actually about going viral overnight, but it is about the skills you learn, the fulfillment you feel, the connections you make. So it's a journey that actually helps you, changes you as a person more than the goal. The goal is definitely there, but you gotta enjoy the journey as well, because trust me, it is going to change the way you think, change the way you are, At least it did for me. In 2025, I read a lot more books than 2024, and most of my reading list was shaped by my content, like the lineup that I had. And in my last video, I talked about how 2025 shaped me as a reader. And trust me, part of the reason why I know what kind of a reader I am today is because of YouTube. Because most of my reading in 2025 was actually shaped by my content lineup. Okay, now we come to the last point, which is what is the secret sauce of YouTube growth according to me? And this is just one of the many points that I have noticed on YouTube. Different content creators would give you different versions of their secret sauce of YouTube. This is my own observation, so it might differ from others. What I have noticed is that people make the mistake of chasing virality. Although it might work sometimes, but trust me, sustainable growth actually outlives virality. Virality has the tendency to drop once the hype dies down. But when you build something brick by brick and improve eventually, then growth becomes sustainable more long term. What I'm trying to say is when you are planning your content, you shouldn't concentrate on one video trying to make it a hit or viral and then don't follow that consistency. Your trick would be to plan small hit, then another small hit, then another small hit until all of them accumulates into one big hit. Think about this logically. You make one good video and you put your everything in it and it goes viral. First of all, virality, it's unpredictable. You cannot control it. But imagine in this situation that your videos go viral. But then your other videos that you post after that, it doesn't follow the same kind of intrigue and the viewers don't like it. Then what's gonna happen? Most of the time they're gonna dip. They'll be like, nah bro, I'm done. You don't want that. You want your videos to consistently improve instead of chasing virality. When you become a familiar face and when people see the improvement in your videos, they are more likely to stay and become loyal audiences in the long run. I mean, think about it as a viewer yourself. You do this, right? That's simple psychology. We all do that. I have so many of these kind of small points that I have noticed in my years of being on YouTube, and I kind of want to share it with everyone. Maybe I'll make a video on it once I hit 1K subscribers. So that's it for today, baby dolls. I hope that my words motivated you even a little bit to join BookTube or YouTube in general. Trust me, you guys, if you do it right, it's very rewarding. So thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for listening to me yap. Thank you for being a friend to this loner. And if you are new here and you overthink books, then you have come to the right place because that's what we do on this channel. So do consider subscribing. Thank you for almost 500 subscribers. I never take your support for granted. A lot of interesting videos are coming, which may or may not include a certain viral show. Stay tuned for it. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next one. You guys, I think I spent the entirety of New Year being sick. Like I remember on 31st night, my neighbors, they were having like a party and they were doing the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I was in my bed here lying like a corpse, like almost passed out because of fever. And then that fever actually continued for like 2-3 more days. Then I recovered. Then I again had cough and cold and fever and I had to be on antibiotics and stuff. I'm just tired of being sick, you guys. Hello, mic testing. I know 500 is still a not. If you have been considering YouTube or my experience, the next thing that I've always struggled with the feeling of sense of. And when I make And there's another thing which I think, there's another thing which, there's another important, there's another I have learned how to speak in front of the camera using voice module, which you would not develop in a short form platform video. See, your